Hello, Arktoh here. First time setting up your metal refinery can be a little daunting, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. Alright, well, let's get started. So what I'll usually do is put the refinery in a room with the rock crusher and the kiln. So it's 3 wide, so let's start by expanding this floor a bit. We're going to place down a metal refinery. So the material that you use does matter here. For start of the game, I will use igneous rock, but when I get towards end game and have more ceramic, I will use that instead because it doesn't conduct nearly as much heat, which can become an issue fairly quickly. Alright, so another thing to note, you're probably going to want to use conductive wire. But again, like I said, start of game, I'm just going to risk overloading the circuit just to get some iron produced so that I can replace this after the fact with conductive wire. So let's move on. I'll usually end the room right there, and this is where our steam turbines are going to be. The room needs to be about 10 wide. I prefer to leave a little extra space so I can put some weezeworts in, but I'm not going to worry about cooling this room. I'll let you guys decide how you would like to do that. So I will actually use igneous rock here. And we're going to put down 2 steam turbines. And of course I don't have enough room here. Thank you, creative mode. Let's expand that, put that down, and our second steam turbine. So before we forget, definitely want to make sure that we route the plumbing. I'll usually go like that just in case it backs up a little bit. Now we don't have to worry about our duplicants getting in here, so we can seal this off right away. Obviously, you're going to build this in survival, so you'll want to go, according to those rules and make sure you leave space for your duplicants to get in and out. And then you're going to want to put a vacuum in here, whether with the vacuum pump or just manual deconstruction, which would take forever using doors, but is theoretically possible, I suppose. But like I said, we're in sandbox mode, so let us fill it with vacuum, which is a fun thing to say. I'm going to fill it with vacuum. And we got vacuum. So, we will want to put down some water, so we're just going to brush a bit in there. We need about, really don't need that much, but 1,000, I guess 200 kilograms spread across the entire floor of this will be just fine for our needs. Maybe even overkill. We really only need like 1,000 to 2,000 kilograms of water per tile, or per floor tile anyway, because we want the pressure in here to be at least 1,000 worth of steam, and obviously liquid water turns into steam on a 1-to-1 ratio. Anyway, so now we're going to be using crude oil to conduct our heat. So you're going to use whatever metal you have. Gold will be the best to conduct heat quickest, but obviously you may or may not have it. So I will do a line of radiant liquid pipes along the entire floor. You don't need to do the entire floor. That is absolutely overkill, but it is what it is. You can do it if you got it. Let's make the room a little wider here. So the mechanism for the crude oil to go through is going to be as follows. So we will have, let's see, where is it? Plumbing, there we go. Liquid pipe thermosensor, and then a liquid shutoff, and automation for that. Just pause this. We're going to have water is going to go through here and come back this way. It's going to come out. That's actually not going to work. So what we're going to do instead is have it go like this. And then water will go up there. So now water come out, and it will go into the reservoir if there is enough room in it. Alright, so now we have to actually add crude oil into the system. And I'm just going to do that using our super secret sandbox powers. And we're going to go like that. We're going to do this. And last, we're going to brush some crude oil in. 1 tile, 2 tiles. Let's get that in the system. So, if the temperature is above, well, let's see. So the heat added to the coolant is 80% of the heat required to heat the refined metal from 40 degrees Celsius to its melting point. So I think what we're going to do is just set this so that if the heat is above 250 degrees Celsius, it will activate this liquid shutoff, which will push the oil into this heating chamber. So the heat will transfer from the crude oil through the radiant liquid pipe into the water, which will convert the water to steam, where it will go into the steam turbine, and the heat generated will be turned to electricity, outputting the water go back into the system. So this will actually generate a net positive. But again, we're going to have to make sure that we switch this to conductive wire very quickly. So anyway, this will continue on, and we will be able to generate all sorts of metal and eventually steel. So, thank you for watching. I hope this explains a little bit better how to put in your first metal refinery. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and help support the channel. Thanks a lot. Make sure to check me out on Twitch TV/Arktoh. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.